Yes, and welcome to Chris Garcia, the Conservative American. I told you I was going to have big shows for you in 2017, and we are talking today with Issac Garcia and Allen Derfelt, and they are from the Teen Challenge Center, which is right across the street from the Las Vegas Tribune and Radio Tribune Studios. They are doing wonderful, wonderful things here in the city of Las Vegas, and I told you that's what this is all about. It's a different year. We have a different administration. And this is about America being great again, and America will only be great again if it is right with God. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Isaac, tell me about what's going on.
You know what, Chris? I just want to agree with you that 2017 is going to be a great year, and we are going to see America great again. I'm actually a staff member for Las Vegas Teen Challenge across the street. I actually just arrived yesterday, and so today's actually my first day of work. So the founder of Las Vegas Teen Challenge, John Wilkerson, has a slogan, and it's "Hope lives here, freedom is found here, and changed lives leave here." And I agree with that. I'm a graduate of Teen Challenge, and so I'm just privileged to share today. This is a student, Allen, in the program right now. He's currently in the program, been there 3 weeks. And so I'm going to share a testimony real quick. Is that okay, Chris?
Absolutely.
So when I think of the word testimony, in the Old Testament, when God would do a miracle, when he split the Red Sea, when he split the Jordan, when he defeated armies, they would build an altar and they will call it a testimony. So I believe I'm a living testimony. When people see me, they know what happened in my past. So I just want to share today a quick testimony. And I actually had to write it yesterday as I was filling out the paperwork, so can I just read it?
Absolutely.
Sometimes we write better than we could say it. It just says, "Hello, my name is Issac Garcia. I'm 30 years old. I'm like a cat and I got 9 lives. LOL. Many times I escaped death and I just thank God. My testimony in brief words. I hated Christians and even hated and wished death upon them growing up. I grew up with a single mother, and I remember the old food stamp dollars they used to have in the dollar forms. We didn't go to church as growing up. We didn't value any church Christian values. Closest we got to church was Church's Chicken. Fast forward to pre-teenager, I got kicked out of middle school for having a switchblade. A kid said that he lied and said that I threatened him, that I was going to stab him. And I began to experiment with sex, drugs, and rap music. As a teenager, I began a new journey in juvenile hall, CYA, and California State Prison. I joined a street gang and I joined a prison gang. And while incarcerated, I ended up getting stabbed multiple times. And that's when I cried out to God, Chris. I got on my knees and I said, God, if you're real, I just pray that you would change my heart and my life. And I began to pick up a Bible. There's a Bible in every jail and every motel across the nation. And as I began to read it, I read about Jesus who died on the cross for me. And I just asked God to come into my life. And I actually read a book called The Cross and the Switchblade. And that's how Teen Challenge was started, through David Wilkerson and a young guy named Nicky Cruz. And I just simply said, God, if you could change this drug addict, this prostitute, and this gang member, then there's hope for me. And the journey began there. And that was about 6 years ago. And I paroled from prison. And here's the good part. A lot of people like to share their testimony, just all the dirt. But the good part is, just in every day is a good part. But it's been 6 years now, so I paroled from jail. And I went through a program in Los Angeles, Teen Challenge. I graduated the 1-year program. I decided to go to a Bible college after that. I went to the college, and I became a staff member for Teen Challenge. And I actually graduated the Bible college in December of last year, December 18th. So I barely graduated to college, and God's just been doing some amazing things in my life. I have a beautiful young daughter. She's 12 years old. So just a lot of restoration in my life, a lot of good things. And if I were to share one verse, I just want to share it very briefly. In Zechariah chapter 3, it says, "Then he showed me Joshua the high priest standing before the angel of the Lord, and Satan standing at his right side to accuse him. The Lord said to Satan, 'The Lord rebuke you, Satan. The Lord who has chosen Jerusalem rebuke you. Is not this man a burning stick that was snatched from the fire?'" So that's what I heard her say, Chris, that I was like a burning stick that got snatched out of the fire.
Absolutely.
And so yeah, it's exciting, this journey, and I'm just thankful for you guys having us to share about the ministry of Teen Challenge and what God's doing in our ministry. So yeah, this is Allen.
Well, before Allen, I want to hear your story too, but it's so amazing because people come up to me now and they see me, they say, "Oh, Chris, I watch the show, whatever." And they talk to me as if they're looking up. And I say, listen, you're looking at the finished product. I wasn't always this person. And, you know, people can Google me and learn about my history. I was a Latin king from the south side of Chicago. So I grew up a very violent criminal myself. And I'm sitting here and God gave me this platform in the spirit because years ago, I was incarcerated 30 years ago in Chicago. And I said, listen, if you ever get me out of here, you know how we always pray. Yeah, you wish the gates would open up, right? It's some kind of miracle. I said, but I promise you, if you ever get me out of here, I'll do your work. Just get me out of here and I'll never want to go back. Keep your promises. When you make promises to him, don't break them because he never breaks his promise to you. Now, Alan, I want to hear about you.
Amen, amen. Hi, my name is Allen. I am 24 years old. I struggled since I was 13 with a drug and alcohol addiction. That started with marijuana, drinking, that sort of thing. After school, stealing my mom's cigarettes. Wound up leading to a methamphetamine addiction. I ended up going through the Teen Challenge program before in San Jose. I was there with my ex-wife and my 5-year-old son. Ended up doing 15 and a half months there, completed the program. I went back out after I left and ended up my ex-wife was being unfaithful to me. I used it as an excuse to go ahead and turn back to drugs and alcohol. There's no ever excuse not to go back to drugs and alcohol. Once you're saved, you're supposed to be walking in the Spirit of God, and that's not what I was doing. So it led me to another 3-year run on methamphetamine. I ended up abandoning my son. So now I'm back. The Lord, the 3 weeks that I've been here, I have never felt the Spirit of God in the way that he's moving in this Las Vegas Teen Challenge. Like you said, a new year, a new president. This is a new year, new Allen. You know what I mean?
There you go.
A new me, putting on the righteousness of God.
That's right. That's right.
A lot of things happened to me when I was younger. I was in the military for a couple of years. Right after 3 weeks after I graduated high school, I ended up joining the Army. I was in boot camp out in Fort Knox, Kentucky. My mother passed away. She overdosed on March 1st of 2012. I was married at the time. The next day, on March 2nd, my wife was scheduled for an emergency C-section. So my son was born within 24 hours and my mom passed away. A lot of emotions going on. I was up at Fort Lewis, Washington. I'm from Fresno, California. My son was 3 days old. I traveled across 3 states to go home for my mom's memorial. And my entire family got to meet my son that day. So a lot of crazy emotions. I dealt with them in the wrong ways, drinking. My son was 4 days old. I remember being spun out and taking care of him. Just a crazy ordeal, crazy lifestyle. You know,
they change you, don't they, kids? Don't they change you?
They do. They do. He's the greatest. You know, I numbed a lot of the feelings I had towards my son. I was a single father for a while, but once you come back to God and God kind of he takes all those negative wounds from you. You know, there's a lot I had to forgive myself about. You know, that's
just it. People forgive us. We don't forgive ourselves. I was just talking to my wife about that when I was a drug addict and I missed the first dozen or so. I got 7 kids. So, and I wasn't there. I was there in the fact that I always made money and I would write a check and all the bills are paid. You know, I'm doing my job, but you're not doing your job. They don't care about that. They want you there. They don't care about that if we all slept in a tent together. They just want their daddy there. And I didn't understand that, you know, and they forgave me. Years later, I wanted to sit them down and give them this big speech. They didn't want to hear that. They just want to know what's up. Let's go get something to eat. They don't care. We have to forgive ourselves because God forgives us. But you can't enter the kingdom until you forgive yourself. That's the whole thing. Your robe is clean because you forgave yourself, not because of other people's forgiveness. It's because we forgive ourselves, and then you can present yourself clean in front of Him. But you have to ask for forgiveness and then forgive yourself. So God has already forgiven you for anything you've ever done. Now forgive yourself and do His work. And that's what you guys are out there doing. Isaac, Allen, tell me about the work you guys are going to be doing, what you're going to be out here doing. Because I see you guys pounding the pavement out here. So tell me about what you're going to do.
We're doing a lot of things in 2017. I'm I'm actually the teacher at Las Vegas Teen Challenge, so I just teach the gospel. I teach the word, and but as far as the ministry and the outreach, our doors are open for whoever that needs a changed life. Like the slogan is, "Changed lives leave here." So we help the drug addict, the gang member, the prostitute, the regular everyday person addicted to OxyContin, whoever needs help as far as a rehab. So. We have big visions. We have a vision for our thrift shop to be opened up. We have a vision to turn our men's home here, which fits 18 to 22 students, into a women's home and have a bigger facility for a men's home. And we have about 5 properties we're looking into to purchase. We're believing that God is going to open the doors to see lives to continue to be changed. So we hydrate the homeless here in Las Vegas. My buddy Frank Garcia is over the outreach team.
Garcia, huh?
Yeah, he's like a cat. He got shot. But yeah, our guys just went this morning in a big van to go to San Jose out there to help work over there.
I had a young kid on from you guys' program, Michael Marquez.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's the dude right there. Oh God, man, you feel that energy from him? That dude's gonna do big things and shit.
He's in YWAM right now in New Zealand.
Yeah, man, I almost cried. Me and him was sitting here talking. That dude's got God all in him. He's got God all. He's gonna turn New Zealand. Oh man, he's gonna. So Alan, yeah. What is your goal? What is your goal, Alan? What do you see yourself?
My goal, well, after I only have to do 6 months, part of the restoration part of the Teen Challenge because I had completed already. I'm staying for an internship. I want to step into a leadership role here. I believe that's going to grow me as a great young leader in Christ's kingdom. Another thing that we're trying to put together is we have a work study program for anybody out there who needs some help with landscaping, anything like that. We have 15 guys that are willing and ready to work and get out there. We'll help with that. Also,
we might be partnering with you guys. That'd be perfect. You already talked to me? Yeah, because my little business over here, we're going to get U-Haul trucks and we might need movers in the future. So we would definitely be knocking on.
We got the map.
Because I'm too old.
We got the map.
I can direct you where to take. That's about it. So yeah, we'll definitely be working with you guys for that.
Also, we are trying to do, I believe it's a Christmas party that we're trying to do for the entire Teen Challenge.
Oh, wow.
And we are looking for an event hall to have all of the Teen Challengers from Northern California and Nevada come out here to Vegas so we could house it out there. So if there's anybody out there that would be able to help us out.
I think you guys should just use our back parking lot. You guys can have free reign and then just make it outside.
Told Frank, Frank's the big guy, right?
Yeah.
I told him whatever he needs to use our property for anything, cookouts or anything y'all want.
If you guys want your own parking spot, I'll even paint your name on it.
Right, absolutely. Anything we can do.
I'll keep that in mind.
Anything we can do. We'll do it. Go ahead, Isaac.
We appreciate that. No, I got a Chevrolet truck across the street.
The requirement is you have to rent a mailbox for $10 a month. So you get a permanent address and your truck is parked.
No, we thank you for the
Absolutely.
the handout, you know. And we do a lot of street outreach, like events where we have our kids club truck and we drop the stages right here in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
We just do outreach from the truck, so we definitely take advantage of that opportunity.
Absolutely. Man, that's great, man. You guys are doing great work. So tell me about it, because it's also a political show. As you can see, I get into politics. I feel a new energy with this president. You know what I'm saying? And it was so refreshing because during that inauguration speech, he must have said God 20 times. That's what he kept talking about. What do you guys think about Donald Trump? What do you think about the new administration?
I believe he is what we need in this country. I believe God is with him. He's with our country. Let me give you an example here. So I'm from Fresno, California, in the Central Valley. We were dealing with a terrible drought for the past 3 years. I believe that was, I wouldn't say so much as a punishment from God, from the leaders that we allowed to come in and that we elected in. But I'll tell you what, within a few days after Trump had got the election, there's almost in a state of an emergency in the state of California for how much water we had got.
Isn't that something? Isn't that something? What do you think, guys? What do you think about now?
I didn't even know that.
Wow.
You know, Elijah prayed that it wouldn't rain, and he locked the heavens up, and he prayed that it would rain, and he sent rain. So we believe for that water drought to end in California.
It's about to end. If
well.
it hasn't ended already, I don't know. I'm kind of don't have access to a lot of newspapers now, but.
No, I was actually watching at Frank's mom's house. We had a big cookout there, and we're watching when he elected the guy for he elected him for the main role. I forgot what he's called. I'm sorry. I forgot what it's called. What is it called?
Are you talking about his vice president?
Not the vice president, not the main role, but for
Secretary.
the guy died, and then he elected the other guy because that guy died, and he was the best runner-up for the Supreme Court.
Okay.
The Supreme Court guy, and I really like that guy because he values the constitutional rights, and he's with all the laws and not trying to make them laws. But yeah, I think Donald Trump is a good fit. You know, no one's perfect, and but the Bible says to submit to all the leaders and authorities that exist. You know, so God has strategically placed him in our country at a time like this. You know, it also says that the heart of the kings are in the hand of God, and He moves them like a water course as He sees please. So we're believing that God's going to move His heart in the right direction, and I
That's
think
why they fought so hard against him. Have you ever seen them fight so hard against him to not want him to be president? And Rolando and my wife here, they called it first over a year ago. They said Donald Trump's going to be our next president. And my wife said he's talking to the people. He said, don't believe the polls. The people are going to go vote for him. And they did. And it's just unbelievable. Like you said, Isaac, it's from God.
Yeah.
God put him in position of power.
I'll tell you what I liked about him. When you get people coming in like Hillary Clinton, the same people that be running for the past 30 years, and everybody likes, that's when we have destruction. I like because nobody liked him, not even his own party. Not even his own party got behind him.
That's right.
Come on. There's something up right there. Obviously he's not going for you know, he's not a lobbyist for all these other like what do you call it, the oil companies and all that. He's not in it for the money. He's in it because he truly sees a problem here in America, and he truly wants to change it.
That's right. And that's why God made him rich first, so you couldn't buy him. See, everybody else could be bought. He said, I'm going to put a man here who doesn't need your money.
Exactly.
He just wants to make America. He's taking a pay cut to become president of the United States. Big pay cut. So he's just doing this. That's right. Moving into the White House. The plane is smaller. Air Force One than this plane. He's taking a pay cut to do his job. So he loves us. He says it. But see, that's what people don't understand about Donald Trump. His dad was rich, but his dad didn't just give him the money. His dad made him work for it. So he understands. He was a carpenter in those big hotels. So he understands what it's like to get up and put in a 9 to 5 and what the average man has to go through every day.
That's what our forefathers would design the presidency to be.
Yes.
Somebody from that's a citizen.
Absolutely.
That's not coming in having $25 million in their pocket and running a crooked foundation. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Somebody who knows what it's like to work a 9 to 5 job, who knows what it's like to pay taxes and this and that, you know, and that's who should be running our country, the people.
Absolutely.
And I think it's time for America to step up and say, no, I'm not taking all that wrath from the Clinton Foundation,
Absolutely.
from the Democrats, from even the own Republican Party. You know what I mean? This is America's country.
That's right.
Getting Allen fired up, Chris.
Hey, listen, we got about 5 minutes left. I'm gonna ask you both to a last question. My wife can tell you, and we've talked ever since we've been together. It is one thing to talk the talk, but you got to walk the walk. You already know that you're special, both of you all. God has been in your life even when you was on drugs. He was in my life even when I was on drugs. And that's why you feel so guilty now, because you know how he loved you and you were special to him, but you disappointed him, right? That's why you feel so. Let that go, because you never disappointed him. He was just letting you go through this to make you. See, if you didn't go through, how could you talk to me about anything if you haven't gone through it? See, that's why the preacher on the soapbox has never gone through it. To me, you phony. Because how are you going to tell me about anything you haven't experienced? When you get Isaac up there, and I can look at you and I know what you've been through, but you made it through it. And Allen, man, those are like, everybody can relate to that. Like, if Allen can make it, I can make it. Because I used to kick it with Allen. So if he can change, I can change. If Isaac can stop gangbanging, I can stop gangbanging. So that's why he puts you through what he puts you through. I'm going to give you guys both a chance to talk about walking the walk, because I begged him and I pleaded him. I said, let this sentence be lessened. Let me out of here, and I promise you. Now, I might have been lying at the time, but I said, I promise you, I will do God's work. I will preach your word wherever I go. I don't care what I'm doing, how much money I make. I will never forget that you are the reason that I get up every single day. And I talk about God. My wife can tell you all the time, all day long. That's what it's all about to me. He gave me this beautiful woman right here. He blessed me with my sister back in my life, and she's doing social media for me. Walk that walk, Isaac. Tell me about your journey, what you're going to do from now on for the rest of your life.
Well, from now on to the rest of my life, I'm going to try the best I can as a Christian, as a citizen of the United States, as just a person. Just try the best I can to make an impact in this world, and just like you said, to walk it out. You know, we walk by faith and not by sight, and it takes from the moment I open my eyes to the moment I close them to make that decision to do the right thing. You know, it really boils down to a decision. So before I make a decision, I think about everything, the consequences. So I'm going to think before I act. I'm going to think and make the right decision, and I'm going to seek God on it as well. You know, ask God what He thinks. Before you ask Him, I was thinking about Trump. I really like how the inner cities, because I got a heart for the inner city.
Yeah, me too.
You know, he's not giving handouts; he's giving hand up.
That's right.
He's giving a hand up.
Right.
I really like how he's focusing on building up the inner
Yes.
cities back. And I tell you, we're gonna have to walk it out, though.
That's right. And like before Allen gets to it, don't you like, Isaac, the people that's going to meet him at Trump Towers, you know, before the football players and stuff? Listen, this man, I get so mad when they say he's a racist. Let me tell you something. Racists can't make money like that. You can't. He doesn't turn down this money, accept this money. He made money because he doesn't care about the color of your skin. As long as you could afford to stay in his hotels, you know, or eat at his restaurants, he didn't care. So that whole racist thing was stupid. And they have the nerve to call these people names and Uncle Toms and stuff that's going to meet him. Those people, Jim Brown and Ray Lewis, and they care about the inner cities. They're from the inner cities like me and you. Fresno, that's a rough, that ain't no joke. I'm from Chicago. Where you from?
Bakersfield.
Bakersfield ain't no joke either. You know what I'm saying? So I know about all those towns, and, you know, we all know what's going on in the inner city. There's no opportunity. There's, you know, we need people up and down the street preaching. So that's why these people are going out and reaching out and meeting with him. And it's a beautiful thing to see. Alan, go ahead.
Put God first. That's the main thing. God first. And be a father to my son. Be a father to my son. Teach him the ways of Christ, how to live.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most important thing in my life right now. And yes, I'm not with him right now, but I have faith in God. I will be. I have to be here taking care of myself first. Because if I'm not right, how am I going to be a father to my son? You know?
Absolutely.
And the next part I was thinking is stop being a snake in the grass. Quit trying to slither away from consequences. Step up as a man and just receive the consequences for my actions, what I've done wrong. If I do something wrong, don't try to get out of it. Hey, you know what? Step up and say that's part of being a man. And it's time for me to become a man.
It's a difference, isn't it? It's a difference between a boy and a man. It is a big difference. Isaac, absolutely. Wow. Isaac, you step up. This is, man, we blessed today. Tell them about Team Challenge one more time, how to get in contact with them if you want to be a part of what they're doing, donations, anything. Isaac, go ahead.
Yes, sir. We have a website, Las Vegas Teen Challenge. You could Google us. The address is 720 South 9th Street, Las Vegas. Just reach out. We have a Facebook. Just reach out if you have any donations. You could just Google it. I don't know the phone number by heart. So we accept any donations from vehicles to cash money to prayers as well. We really covet prayers. And so any way you want to help out, 720 South 9th Street, Las Vegas. Look us up on the internet. We love you guys. And if you know anyone struggling with a life-controlling issue, our doors are always open.
Wow. That's what I'm talking about.
Address there, teenchallenge.net. You can find all of our centers. We have centers across Northern California and Nevada. Women and Children's Center, Family Centers, Men's Centers, Adolescent Boys, Girls Centers. Phone number for the Las Vegas Center, 702-314-1300. Be more than happy to, if anybody wanted to drop by, share a testimony, give encouragement, we'd be greatly appreciated.
That's what's going on. That's what's going on. We're going to wrap up the show today. Man, we had Isaac Garcia and Allen Derfelt from Teen Challenge. You could feel the Spirit of God, I'm sure, through your computer, your smartphone, your tablet. Once again, that's an noche. You can Google us. Later, we will be up on YouTube in a couple hours. We have wonderful social media here. Hit me up on my Facebook, Chris Garcia, the Conservative American. Hit up Teen Challenge right here on the corner, right off 9th and Charleston. You know, my business is right off 10th and Charleston. That's why I chose downtown Las Vegas. That's why I always stayed in the inner city, because this is where God needs us. This is where God needs us. He don't need us out in somewhere. He doesn't need, they got theirs already. We trying to get us down here, and we're trying to be examples to people, because unfortunately in our inner cities, we have so many people fighting addictions and other things, and they need to see God down here in these communities. These guys are doing wonderful things. How old are you, Isaac? I didn't even ask.
30 years old.
30 years old. How old are you?
24.
Kids, man. I got a kid 32 years old. I mean, these guys have found God at a young age, and they're out here walking the walk, just not talking the talk. It's one thing to get on TV and go to church on Sunday. I see them out here every single day downtown in Las Vegas with their Bibles, stopping people, spreading the word. That's what you need to do. Take an hour out of your life, join them. If you see them walking around, open the door, stop. Give them encouragement. You like to know as you spread the word that you're doing something, that you're making a difference. If it takes 30 seconds out of your day, just say, God bless you guys. Thank you for what you're doing. You have no idea the encouragement that gives these young men, that they're doing the right thing and that they're sharing the gospel with you all. Once again, Isaac Garcia, Allen Derfelt, thank you so much for being on the show today. God bless America. God bless our truth. Please, you're always in our prayers. Come home safe to your families. Godspeed to this man right here, Donald Trump. And I told you, 2017, didn't I tell you? I don't lie. These are the kind of shows we're going to have. I told you, I am not here. Listen, I'm going to make my money, and I'm not worried about that. God said, be fruitful and multiply. I'm not worried about my money. I'm going to make my paper. I'm still from the hood. I'm still from Southside Chicago. But you want to be fruitful, but you want to share your blessings, and you want to share the word. And when God gives you a platform, anywhere that you're at, if God blesses you with a business, with a radio show, with a church, with Teen Challenge, spread the word. Spread the word. Help people. He's giving you these things for a reason. Don't take God's blessings and keep them to yourself. Get his blessings and then spread them with other people, and then they're going to keep doing the same thing. And that's why America is going to be great again. I told you, 2017 is a different kind of year. You feel the spirit. You feel the gospel. These two gentlemen, when you see them, stop them, hug them, give them a handshake, give them encouragement, and share your testimony with them, and they will share theirs with you. God bless you all. Once again, Chris Garcia, the Conservative American. Check us out in a couple of hours. We will be up on YouTube, and I will see you Monday. Thank you.